Back in our region's dark days in the 1980s, mills were closing, jobs were scarce, and the unemployment rate was 18%. Of course, there were bright spots. The education and healthcare industry was building the momentum that would one day make it our region's largest employer. Pittsburgh was named America's most livable city for the first time, and we carved out a reputation as Hollywood on the Mon. From Flashdance to Silence of the Lambs, dozens of major motion pictures were being made here. And today there's a sequel. The movie makers are back, and this time more of them are homegrown. And there's no better example than Smithfield Street Productions. Last week the company premiered Bridge to Nowhere. Mike Dolan is partner and founder of Smithfield Street Productions.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, this is exciting. When I first came to Pittsburgh, they seemed to be making movies everywhere. We went through kind of a lull, and now Hollywood is back, but it really is becoming a little homegrown now.
Yeah, it's great. One of the key factors in that, in the new recent boom, is the passage of the film tax credit. We've become one of the most competitive states, probably top 5 in the region, in the country, for filming here.
Okay, and that's brought in a lot of big motion pictures from around all over the place.
Absolutely. Everybody's looking at it. All the major studios. There's a bunch of them coming now. I think there's three major over $40 million movies coming here, and it helps us small movie production companies that we can parlay those with the major studios.
Well, tell me about Smithfield Street. Where did you guys come
from?
Well,
we are all Pittsburgh guys who founded this. We were excited about getting involved in the film industry. About 2006, we pulled together and came up with an idea to shoot a movie called The Bridge to Nowhere. And we started filming in 2007. We used all Pittsburgh crew. It's a Pittsburgh location. The movie's all about Pittsburgh, and we're all Pittsburgh guys. So it was very exciting for us as a Pittsburgh theme.
Oh, it's cool. Bridge to Nowhere. Of course, there are those here old enough to remember what the Fort Duquesne Bridge was. The Bridge to Nowhere. What's the movie about?
The movie's about 4 gentlemen growing up on the north side who are kind of in dead-end, no-end, jobs. They're 20-some years old, and they end up getting into some illicit activities.
That is a business opportunity waiting to happen, y'all.
Make a lot of money, and ultimately we realize that crime doesn't pay, and they go off the bridge to nowhere.
So, and a big premiere last week?
Yeah, it was great. Ving Rhames came to town. He's one of the actors in the film. Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie. Phenomenal showing down at the Southside Works. We had a lot of celebrity guests there, and everybody was excited. It was a wonderful time.
So you guys obviously reached out and went for the best talent you could get within your budget to do this.
Absolutely. That's one of the key factors in making lower budget films. We spent a decent amount. I spent a couple $1 million making this, but Ving Rhames was a true believer in the film, loved it. He came all the way in to support it, and as a producer, that's one of the most important things you can have out of your actors.
Those budding independent filmmakers around here thinking, man, $2 million. How does one go out and get $2 million here in southwestern Pennsylvania to do something?
Well, there's a lot of people who are interested in that, and with the film tax rebate, which is 25% in Pennsylvania, it's almost like 75% instead of 100%. And the key is to find people who are interested in the investment side and in the fact of making film and caring about the region.
So there's a little bit of civic leadership or responsibility as well.
And that's exactly how we approached it. I care about this region deeply. I'm now on the Pittsburgh Film Board just because of the fact that I think film is a great promoting factor for the city. And if you make a film about Pittsburgh, it's seen everywhere in the world. And people come from other places. If it's in Italy and they see this whole movie about Pittsburgh, they might show up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but I've always heard, yeah, you can raise the money, yeah, you can make the movie, might even be a good movie, but if you don't have distribution, you might as well have not bothered in the first place. So how did you deal with the distribution?
Well, fortunately, I have a lot of contacts in Hollywood, and distribution is definitely a very important part. And being able to reach out to them and get it done is absolutely paramount. And you can go about it 2 ways. In advance or after you make the movie and do that. We actually did this one after we made the movie, and we got great distribution, so we're very excited about that.
Now, is it rolling out around the United States?
Tuesday the 18th, it comes out in DVD, Walmarts, Blockbusters, everywhere you can possibly be. We're going to do trying to do a limited theatrical here in Pittsburgh, too.
Is that cool? So this really was the world premiere then the other night.
This was, yes it was.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Well, it's got to be exciting. You have any other projects in the pipeline?
Yeah, we're about done with a movie called Hollywood and Wine. It's a little bit bigger budget, a little bit bigger cast. So Pamela Anderson's in it, David Spade, Chris Kattan, Norm Macdonald. Very exciting comedy, obviously, and it actually takes place in Hollywood, but we shot 90% of it in Pittsburgh.
Exactly. Cool. Well, Mike, congratulations. Really fun to see this happening in our region.
Thank you very much. It's very exciting.
Okay, great. And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.